Valorant has 22 different agents. Each agent has a unique set of abilities which can help the team in different ways. And my goal is to master all 22 agents in the shortest time possible. So for the next 7 days, I picked 7 different agents to master. The rules for this challenge are very simple. I'll ask ChatGPT to provide me with 7 unique agents. I need to use at least 1 agent from each agent type. I'm not allowed to use my mains, which are Killjoy and Viper. And I need to utilize the agent's abilities where I can rather than relying on gunplay. Now that we have established the rules, let the challenge begin. I hopped into ChatGPT and asked it to give me an agent which isn't Viper or Killjoy. And for day 1, I'm gonna be using Sova. Could have I picked an agent using a roulette wheel? Yes. Would have I gotten the same amount of views? Probably not. Anyways, after a decent warm-up, I was very excited to begin the challenge with Sova.
Wherever they run, I will find them.
My first few rounds started very poorly as I was more focused on dumping utility than actually using my brain.
Get out of my way!
Revealing area.
I then realized how important Sova's utility is to the team, so rather than me being the one who's doing the pushing, I would just try to get the information.
Spike down, B.
Caution here. Bullseye. Take flight.
Step safe.
Down.
I then started getting comfortable with the drone as I didn't have to put my body out on the line and let the drone do its thing.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, obviously didn't get ace because it's me, but anyways, I was really happy with the way I was performing and I was learning Sova.
I am the hunter.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
I am the hunter.
And even though we lost, I was kind of proud of myself for being team MVP. Although I was finally getting confident with using his abilities, the trajectory of the dart is still something I couldn't wrap my head around. Nonetheless, I was still doing whatever I can to try and get info for the team.
Taken out.
One enemy remaining.
Standing ahead.
Okay.
I am the hunter.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Revealing area. There they are. Drone.
Bra. Catch the pad, bro.
Gone.
Remaining.
Scanning ahead.
Bomb buddy out. Enemy spotted.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Staradi, leak.
Enemy. Revealing area.
Следующий.
I am the hunter.
One enemy remaining.
Taken out. Revealing area. There they are.
Although there is definitely room for improvement, I was very happy that I won every single game I played. For day 2, I had to use Omen. Omen is an agent I have literally never used before, not even in an unrated game. So before hopping into matches, I went to the range just to use his abilities for the first time. Oh, what the fuck?
Cover going out.
What? Okay. As you can see, I was clearly struggling with using his smokes, but that's what makes this challenge so much more fun. After playing around with his abilities for 10 to 15 minutes, I finally hopped into a game. Initially, I was very lost. I really wasn't sure what I was doing and I was just kind of dumping my utility hoping for something to happen.
Can't go there.
Fuck. It only took me a couple of rounds to get familiar with his util. I felt a lot smarter and a lot more confident when using his ability now.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Wait, one. Oh, fuck.
Watch them run.
Sorry, guys.
One enemy remaining.
Planted.
Player standing.
The biggest problem I had was using the smokes and placing them. However, I learned that I can look at the minimap to help me place the smokes correctly.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing. One enemy remaining. 30 seconds
Is
left.
ready.
Clutch.
Stealing sight.
Towards the end of the game, I was playing a bit better, and although I had a negative KD, I was still proud of the way I played.
Cover going out.
One enemy remaining.
Although I did have some nice plays, I also had some very stupid ones.
No.
Sorry.
Stealing sight.
One enemy remaining.
Stealing sight.
Considering I've never used this agent before today, I was very happy with how much I learned. Initially, I was very excited to play Cypher. At the end of the day, she is quite similar to Killjoy, which is one of my mains. And at the beginning, I was doing the same thing I was doing with all the other agents. I was just dumping my util and hoping for the best.
One enemy remaining.
But slätt. Bro, clutch or kick?
Where is everyone hiding?
One enemy
Moj
remaining.
zrak se izgubio. Imaš ga? Ako uzmem show pobeđim game.
This is no problem.
And no, that was not a crazy clutch, it just shows how dog shit plat is. Ironically, my very next game looked like this. So we're gonna skip over and pretend it never happened.
Mega
One enemy remaining.
Where is everyone hiding? My ultimate is ready.
I tried really hard to get one of those kills where they would get caught in the tripwire and they couldn't see me and I could just shoot them. And finally, after 9 rounds, this happened.
Cage to
One door.
I saw you, Scotty. Where is everyone hiding?
One enemy remaining.
Don't interrupt.
I had a lot of fun playing Cypher. The one thing I learned is I had to be very patient because my camera and trip parts are very useful for the rest of the team. Brimstone is probably the agent I was the most excited about. Much like Viper, Brimstone's abilities allow the team to get onto site and secure the post plant. Brimstone also uses a lot of lineups, and on top of that loves using the shotgun. So I knew I was gonna have a lot of fun.
Now we're cooking.
I really wanted to see whether I can use lineups here as well. So before the beginning of every match, I quickly went onto SnapBx's channel because he has lineups for every single map. And although the lineup did work here, my timing was very off, hence why we lost a round.
One enemy remaining.
Smoke's down.
Nail through.
Stim beacon here. Spike planted.
Standing.
Sometimes things don't go to plan and you need to improvise.
Open up the sky. Molly.
Oopsie.
Nice lineup.
One enemy
I'm
remaining.
learning.
Some things you just can't teach.
That's right. See that lineup?
Last round in the half.
One drop.
Fuck, you're dead. Planet.
One enemy remaining.
One left standing.
Planted.
Smoke's down. Stim beacon here. Molly. Enemy down. Spike. Stim beacon down. Molly.
Hey, actually, they're sticking.
One enemy remaining.
Fully smoked.
One enemy remaining.
At this point I was very confident with his equipment and I was able to play mind games. Even in this case, I smoked A main just so they wouldn't think I would ever be there because I only had a shotgun. After I got a kill, I got a second one and clutched the round.
One enemy
Enemy
remaining.
down.
You're better.
Run.
Open up the sky.
Oh, I'm a dumbass.
Joke's over. You're dead. Fire's out.
Why would you wall this fucking wall, Sage?
One enemy remaining.
Spike planted.
Last player standing.
Molly.
For me personally, Brim was quite easy to use mainly because I'm a Viper main. And honestly, after learning him for the entire day, I plan on using him for specific maps. Next up was Phoenix, and as you guys know me, I am not a duelist. However, I was looking forward to a change of pace and finally being aggressive. But before I hopped into my unrated games, I decided to go into Swift Play first just to get a feel for the agent.
Ooh, watch out for that. That was so far. My health.
Watch your eyes. Careful now.
I managed to get one. Sweet, sweet health.
60 Yep, this is gonna be a long one. After a couple of horrible rounds trying to be a duelist, it finally started clicking together.
Left.
Going up.
Nice.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
One enemy remaining.
Although I was slowly learning his abilities, the flashes were the one thing which was still getting to me. I'm fucked.
One enemy.
Great turn.
Enemy
Sorry, buddy.
Embarrassing.
Phoenix was a lot of fun to play, but I'll be honest, I'm really not a duelist and I prefer someone else. Now that we've covered all 4 agent types, I mean day 6 could be literally anyone. And let's just say I wasn't too happy with the pick. It's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. I was really tempted just to reroll because I already had Omen and Brimstone. However, a challenge is a challenge and rules are rules. As I had no clue what I was doing, I hopped into range to learn her abilities. Nice! After around 10 minutes of playing with her abilities, I felt somewhat confident to hop into a game.
Obscuring vision. Blocking vision.
Over time, I was becoming more fluent of going into astral form and back. One tactic which always seemed to work, and I don't know if it's just because we're in a plat lobby, was to fake on one side and just plant on the other.
Spike planted.
But for whatever reason, I just couldn't figure out how to use her ult. I was able to do it in the range, but for whatever reason, I just forgot how to do it now.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Anyways, a couple rounds later in round 6, I finally had my first decent Astra play.
30 seconds left. Concealment. Obscuring vision. Oh, come on.
But for whatever reason, I was just too hooked on to figuring how to put the Astra wall down.
You right click it once to place it, like where you want it, and then you have to position which wall you want it to face, and then you click again.
Oh fuck. Straight after the game, I hopped into rage to kill my curiosity.
Obscuring vision. I take lungu killer. Need that back. Obscuring vision.
After a whole day with playing with Astra, I was finally able to make a decent play.
Come now, come on. Diffuse.
Let's
Diffuse.
go. And for my final agent, I had to use Reyna. Now, I never used to use Reyna until a month ago when I did the 7-day aiming challenge, which you can see in this video here. So I don't have much experience with her, but it would be good to improve.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
I thought, yeah, they're just gonna hold it close.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
They
They want to die. Let them. Down A. One enemy remaining. You disappoint. One enemy remaining. My old friend. The hunt begins. Last player standing. One enemy remaining. My own. Cutting their vision. One enemy remaining. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Fake.
Oh no.
One enemy down. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. One enemy One enemy remaining.
That's all.
Barely worth the effort.
Overall, I'm very happy with the way I played this week. I learned 7 new agents and hopefully by the end of the year I'll master all 22 of them. Do me a favor, hit the sub button please.